Retrogaming.
Thomaniac.
Enjoy my channel and have fun.
Hello Retrogaming Maniacs and welcome to another episode of Pickup Time with Thomaniac. Yes, I've been on a Retrogame Fair yesterday with my mate Theshadowsnose and some other good mates, and I bought some things for different systems, and I like to give you a short overview of what I've bought. And I start with the PS1. And perhaps some of you know that I'm a big fan of pinball games, and I like to collect pinball games through many systems. And this time I bought the game Tilt for the PlayStation 1. And this game contains 6 pinball tables. And what does the text say? The finest pinball simulation ever. 6 original tables, each stunningly rendered using silicon graphics technology, mathematically correct ball physics, special bonus side games, and animated lock sequences. The finest pinball game to offer a through player's eye 3D perspective, superb sampled sound effects and atmospheric soundtracks. There has never been a game like this before. Try it, it's mind-blowing. Okay, and the next one is an arcade classic game. And I already have the PC version of the game, but meanwhile it doesn't run on my modern system anymore. So I thought to myself, why not buying the PS1 version, which should do the job fine. And I'm talking about Asteroids for the PS1. And this is a modernized version with pre-rendered 3D graphics, with power-ups and so on. But it also contains the original version of the arcade Asteroids game. And I really look forward to play this one. Next, I've bought a game for my Dreamcast. I don't own many Dreamcast games, so this is another racing game, and it's called Roadstars, and it contains 8 courses, more than 30 cars you can choose from. Or what does the text say? There is no English. Okay, so this will be interesting, but in a racer normally you don't need too much English or German or whatsoever. You need to accelerate and to brake and to look at the score and the tempo and speed and such. So, okay, it supports arcade stick, it supports the VMU, it supports vibration pack, and it supports a race controller. Yeah, hopefully it runs without problems. Yeah, okay. So this is the only Dreamcast game I bought, and I don't have too many. Maybe something about 20 games for the Dreamcast, because they are getting rather expensive nowadays. And this was 15 euros, so that was okay for me. Next, I have one C64 game, and it came in a cartridge, and this is one I don't have yet, and it's Jupiter Lander as a cartridge game. And I don't have too many cartridge games, but I have some of them complete in box. Perhaps you can see this here. For example, Dragon's Den or Star Post, Super Smash, Star Ranger, Lazarian and Miss Pac-Man, they are all in box. And what I really love about these boxed games, they are hard to find meanwhile, but they have awesome artworks, and I'm still looking for games that are in box for these cartridges boxed, but they're really hard to find. And if you find them, they're rather expensive meanwhile. So I'm really happy to have them in my collection, and this is the only C64 game from this Retro Fair, but perhaps I have more luck next Retro Fair. That will be in the beginning of May the 5th or so. And then I will go there with Theshadowsnose, and hopefully we find some more Commodore stuff. So, and all the rest is Atari 2600. I'm a huge Atari 2600 fan. It's because that's my first console I've ever owned back in the days. The first I got when I was a child. And perhaps you will see some footage from the games here somewhere, or only a screenshot, don't know. And it starts with the game Quest for Quintana Roo. And as far as I've seen, it's an adventure game, something. And I remember that I've played something similar on the C64, maybe. So you are in a pyramid and have to find the exit or to solve some puzzles or so. Maybe this is the game. The next one is called Mission 3000, and what I've seen so far is this is a shoot 'em up game, and a space shoot 'em up. Nothing special, I think, but I'm really looking forward to play this because I still don't have this in my collection, or I didn't have this in my collection yet, and never played it before. So I wonder what this is about. And the next are so-called 2-pack special cartridges, and I really love collecting these because they are a bit more special. Also, I like to collect pirated games from China. Most of them have strange titles or are written totally wrong, but I really like to collect them. Because they are so special. And this is another special thing, and it contains 2 games. One is named Cavern Blaster and the other is City War, and the second one I got is Alien Force and Hoppy. And the cool thing is the seller gave me the instructions for them. They also came with instructions but without box. And to start with Alien Force and Hoppy, you soon will get to know what's the original game. Alien Force: pilot the cosmic ark through dangerous territory, destroy meteors that come too close, and so on. So what do we have here? Yes, cosmic ark. And the second one, Hoppy, that's one I didn't have yet, and it's similar to Q-Bird. Change as many trampolines to your color as you can by jumping on them. Earn points for being the first to land on pink trampolines. Earn points when trampolines are your color. Move off the bottom of the screen. Outsmart your opponent by using magic bats and tricky traps. And so on. So this is the Q-Bird style game. And the other contains Cavern Blaster, and Cavern Blaster is navigate the Dante Dart through the caverns of cryptic computer and destroy radar mortars, rock munchers, homing missiles, and bite bats. And this reminds me of a game I have originally here, and it's Laser Gates. So I think this must be Laser Gates. My fingernails are too short to pick this. And the original is from Imagic, and I think all the others maybe from Imagic, yes. Cosmic Ark is from Imagic. Yeah, so this is the original, and perhaps you can see the screenshots here. Hopefully the camera gets them. So this is what this I think will be about. Go back there. And the other one is Civil War, and Civil War is nothing else than the ancient city of Atlantis. So I think now you know what we have here. A city beneath the sea, a civilization greater than any the world has ever seen. Defend Atlantis. So we have Atlantis here, and I have the original cartridges but without box. And this time, so we have some Imagine games, in this packs. And yeah, cool thing, I think. And the last thing, this is really, that was a really awesome find. As we decided to do a last round and get over the fair and look at the tables. And so I found a really special thing for the Atari 2600. And this is this here. First I thought this is only one box, but then I tried to pull this out, and as you can see, they are connected together, and they include Aliens Return and Meteor Defense. And both, I've put them in a protection shelf, are in a really good quality. The box, okay, here the box is a bit, has a small hole, a little, and here we have a slight destruction, but it's all in all, this is a really awesome condition. And I don't like to take the cartridges out and the manual, but I promise the cartridges and the manual, they look brand new. So as if they were never used. And the seller also says this is practically new and never used. So it was somewhere on stock on a shelf or whatsoever. And the real cool thing is, it seems he didn't know how much they are worth. And I paid 25 euros for this. And then as I wanted to leave the retro fair, one from another selling point said, "Hey, wait a minute, can I see what you have bought there?" And then I showed him, and then this is in a really great condition. What did you pay for it? And then I said, I paid 24 euro, and he says, "Wow, this is so awesome! Lucky you!" Recently, I sold the same thing for more than 300 euro on eBay. So I think this is really of something worth, but I'm not the guy who sells or resells things. They really will have a good place in my collection, and I also like to play the games. I don't know if I will play these, but I have the cartridges loose already. And what I've seen, I found an offer on eBay for Meteor Defense in box, Meteor Defense alone in box, for 35 euro. So I really had lots of luck. And I like to show you what's on the back side here. Meteor Defense, I really love the box art of this. On the back side we have the picture of that. And it says, meteors and enemy flying objects threaten your space shuttle on its way through the Milky Way. Shoot your way free. And I remember me playing this as a child. It's a rather simple game, but somehow I got hooked and I played this for a longer while. And the other one, Aliens Return, here we can see a screenshot. But as far as I remember, normally the background is blue. I will try this out, and then I will see if because I think this is the original and the other is a so-called Quelle game, and perhaps the Quelle game is just a copy. I think it's a copy, and therefore perhaps it doesn't have the original colors. And here it says, alien comes from a foreign planet, his spaceship is broken and he must put it back together in order to be able to return home. And I like this gameplay wise. I've played this often enough, but I think I will do another video of that. And perhaps when I am doing the video, perhaps I will take everything out and show the what's in the box and the condition. And yeah, also the same instructions that are on the box you can read here and there for the game. And this is really This is so awesome. And yeah, cool thing. So, what do you think about my pickups? Which one do you like more? What do you say to this? And I hope you liked this video, and if so, would be cool to see a thumb up from you. And yeah, there will be another pickup video soon in maybe 3 weeks or so when I'm back from the Retrogame Fair from Belgium, where I will go with the Theshadowsnose. Okay, so yeah, that's it for now. And yeah, if you like my channel, it would be cool to see a subscription or to recommend it. And hopefully we meet us again in one or the other episode of Thomaniac's Retro Gaming Zone. So take care, stay tuned, bye bye, your Thomaniac.